Everyone tells you to picture your best life. I want you to picture your worst one. Let's flip self help upside down. Now, most people say to stay motivated, you have to picture the perfect life you want for yourself. What if you did the exact opposite? Now, I'd like to call this anti vision. I came across this concept on a random YouTube short and it struck me, it struck a button in me, and I decided to share it. Now, to define it simply or to describe what this anti vision is, an anti vision is a picture of the life you don't want and the fear of living that life driving you to pursue the one you want. Or, to put it in a more simple term, an anti vision is your worst case future and the fear to not live that life. Do you get? So now, everybody has an anti vision. For me, my anti vision is ending up broke, dependent, settling, you know, probably in my 30s. I don't have that life that I want for myself. If you're in your 20s, your anti vision could be similar to this one, but if you're in your 30s or 40s, it could be slightly different or totally different. But the point is, everybody has their anti vision. Now, what's your version of anti vision? What's your anti vision? You could share it in the comment section. Think about it. Most people say dream big, shoot for the stars, imagine your best life. But if that actually worked, most of us or everyone should be successful. I mean, it does work, come on, but how much, how effective does it work? That's why you need a fear, you need a drive, something to push you, something that scares the shit out of you. Let me give you an instance. Why do you think most students pull all nighters a night before their exams? That's not because they want to get A's or because they love reading, but because they want to avoid failure, because they want to avoid failing. Now, that fear of failing is what pushes them to, you know, read for those couple of hours and hope that they would do something that would prevent them from failing in the exam hall. Now, let me give you a very little story my dad used to tell me. Bless his soul. My dad used to tell me that there were okay, there was two guys, they were a twin. Now the first one is Peter and the second one is Paul. Peter and Paul got a prophecy, and the prophecy revealed that Peter would be rich, would be successful in the future, while Paul, on the other hand, would be so poor. That's a pun. Paul would be so poor. But Paul received his own prophecy that he would be so poor and he wouldn't be able to afford even the basic things of life. Now, as time went on, Paul had this awareness, he had this knowing that, okay, as- I'm going to be poor. He didn't let that get the best of him. Instead, he kept on working hard, he kept on doing things that would help him not to be poor, you know, because he already knew that, okay, I was going to be poor. So he let that fear of being poor drive him to not be poor. And Peter, on the other hand, relaxed because, I mean, the prophecy had already come that, oh, I'm not going to be poor. So as time went on, as the future came to be, you already know how it ends. Paul turned out to be the successful one, and Peter, on the other hand, became poor. Now, what does this story tell you? If you let your fear drive you, you can actually accomplish a lot of things. For me, my anti-vision is what keeps me going, is what gets me up, is what gets me to learn new skills, is what got me to start this YouTube channel. I'm learning it, I'm upgrading my photography skills, so that I can be so good at it and people come to me for my services and pay me. And I'm not just doing this because of the success, but I'm also doing it because I don't want to be the broke, scared and dependent version of me that I'm scared of. So that's why I let my anti-vision drive me. When you allow your fear of a particular life drive you, you would accomplish so much. I mean, motivation is good, but what happens when nobody is there to motivate you? So, fear can be good when you let it drive you to do great things. So, without saying much, I hope you get the concept of anti-vision, and let your anti-vision fuel you. Let your anti-vision push you towards the goal, towards the things you want, towards the life you want. Let the life you don't want push you towards the life you want. And I hope this video made a lot of sense, because for me, it did make a lot of sense. And it has been something that has been pushing me. My anti-vision has been something that has been pushing me. So I hope it pushes you too. So, what's your version of anti-vision? What's your anti-vision? I need you to get painfully clear on what your anti-vision is. What's that life you're secretly afraid that you wake up to if nothing changes? Now, I want you to get painfully clear about it. Write it down. You know, don't run from it. Run because of it. Motivation is nice, but the fear of regret is stronger. Use it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.